last episode I built this cute little starter base along with this ginormous wheat field. And no, it is not overcompensation for anything, okay? Jeez. This episode, I'm finally going to do something that I've wanted to do in Minecraft for a really, really long time, ever since I first saw it in Season 6 of Hermitcraft. Today, I am finally going to be getting God Armor in Minecraft. If you don't know what God Armor is, it's just armor but with every type of protection on it. Yes, this is possible in vanilla Minecraft, and there are two ways that I know of doing this. The first is to downgrade your world to a version where this was once possible, so either 1.14.2 or 24W11A. The alternative way to do this is through something called enchant manipulation, where you use multiple alternate accounts to enchant a stack of shadowed items at the same time, causing the enchantments to all stack on a single item. Yeah, I don't know either. This is way above my pay grade. If you do want to know more about this method, I will link Captain Solo's video about it down below. Okay, so I'm obviously going to do this by downgrading my world to version 24W11A. The reason I'm choosing this version over 1.14.2 is because in this version, rather than combining all of the enchantments in a anvil, you do it in a grindstone, meaning I wouldn't need the 300 levels for enchanting. Great, but of course, there's a problem. After version 1.21, worlds cannot be downgraded because of a change to the way that the game's coding is written. Since I'm in version 1.21.4, that means I can't downgrade my world, so how am I going to do this? Well, I'm simply going to create a brand new world in version 24W11A, grind out the God Armor, copy my inventory file from that world over to my real hardcore world, and then finish the job there. If you're a person that thinks this is cheating and are now mad about me doing this, cry about it. Alrighty, well, I suppose now it's time to actually go ahead and start getting the God Armor. Go ahead and create this brand new world. That's a little close there, Minecraft. What you trying to do there? Well, I think the easiest way to do this is going to be just to find a village and set up shop there. I don't really want to have to go mining, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead, find a village, get them breeding, build some farms. I'm gonna trade diamond armor, and then I'll have to start trading for all the books. So hopefully this won't end up taking all that long. I just gotta find myself a village. Well, I made it to the top of the giant hill, and there's not a single village in sight. Turns out we're on a giant mountain range. But there's still savanna this way, and the other direction is biomes that can't have villages, so I suppose I just gotta go in a straight line that way and hope for the best. Oh yeah, I told you, savanna would have a village. There it is. Okay. Just gotta get over there, trap the villagers, and then I can start trading my way to God Armor. Alright, made it to the village, and they got melons. Finally, I'm not hungry anymore. Okay, the plan is going to be pretty simple. I need to get these villagers breeding. So I'm gonna have to go steal every single bed and get them in a hole. Alright, I need a couple more of you to get in the hole, please. Please, sir, get in the hole. What? Why? Oh my goodness. This is the second librarian I've gotten to level 3. Still will not sell me glass. I need one of you to sell glass, okay? That's how I plan to make money from this. I need librarians that will sell glass so that I can turn it to glass panes and sell it back to the cartographers over here. That is the easiest way for me to get a bunch of emeralds and actually do this, but of course, it's not going my way. So I guess I need to breed the villagers again and continue chopping down trees. Yes! Oh my goodness, I finally got one that sells glass! Oh, this is so good, this is so good, this is so good! You know what that means? Finally, we can start making some stonks! Stonks! Well, I didn't necessarily realize this, but this dude sells 4 glass for 1 emerald, meaning 3 emeralds will get me 32 glass panes. The cartographer, however, is 11 glass panes for 1 emerald. So with 32, I can get 2 emeralds. Meaning that I'm actually going to be losing money, and the only way this is efficient is if I cure them with the zombie villager curing effect. I don't exactly plan to go to the nether, so that's not going to work, and I have doubled down on my tree effort. I went back to the jungle, got some jungle saplings. Now I just kind of got to wait. But these are going to be big 2x2 trees. Hopefully I'll get more and more saplings. I'm thinking it might be a little bit quicker. Maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. I don't exactly have any other options right now, so. Alright, so I've gotten all of the armor that I'm going to need for this from the 2 armorers. They're around here somewhere. There they are. Oh, they're all in bed now. Perfect. So you can see them. Got all the armor we're going to need. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, how does this work? Because you said in this version, you need a grindstone instead of an anvil. And that is true. So the way we're going to do this is you're going to put each type of protection onto the armor separately, of course, because in this version you can't put it on together in an anvil. But in the grindstone, if you go ahead and put both of these in, it glitches. It's really weird. So the bottom item has its normal enchant still. The output is still unenchanted, but the top item now has both. And if you take it out, it keeps both. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to do that. So now I have projectile protection and blast protection on that chest plate. I'll unenchant this one. And now I still have to work with the villagers to get normal protection and then fire protection. But once I get both of those, I'll do the same thing. And it will stack all 4 on this chest plate. And then I'm just going to have to get mending and unbreaking to enchant it the rest of the way. And then I just got to do that for all of the other pieces of armor. So this is definitely going to take a while, but at least I'm finally getting somewhere. All right, here we go. The final protection enchantment is now being put on every single piece of armor. And there we go, finished with the boots. Now we have a full set of diamond armor with every single type of protection on it.
I am invincible! Invincible!
Now, before I go back to the real hardcore world, I am going to do the rest of the enchanting for this armor. So I got to get mending and unbreaking on everything. And then I got to get the rest of the helmet and boot enchantments. Oh boy, this is going to take a little while. But you know what? I already have all of the extra helmet enchantments. I already have a mending and unbreaking villager. So I'm just going to have to get myself Depth Strider, and then I should be good. All right now, well, before I go ahead and put thorns on all of this armor, what I would like to do is make a backup set so that I can have one with thorns and one without thorns. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go ahead and put in the fully enchanted piece down here, unenchanted piece up there, and would you look at that, all the enchantments are duplicated over. Now I can just go ahead and do this for every single other one. And now I have 2 complete sets of god armor.
I am invincible! Invincible!
Absolutely incredible. Now I just gotta get thorns on 1 suit. But yeah, progress is being made. We're very close to being able to go back home. So close. Now, even though we have our god armor completely finished, before I go back to the real hardcore world, there is one more thing that I would like to do. As I'm sure all of you know, Sharpness, Smite, and Bane of Arthropods all go on swords. However, none of these 3 enchantments can be put on the same sword. They all have conflict of interest, they can't go together. Well, in this version, they all can go on the same sword. And it is absolutely incredible. This sword right here is so powerful, the sharpness 5 plus the other enchant. If I were to hit any undead mob, a skeleton, a zombie, or any arthropod, so a spider, instantly kills them. Instantly kills them 1 hit. Not even netherite, not even a crit, insta-kills them. That is how incredibly awesome and overpowered this sword is. So now that we've got all of these enchants on it, I, of course, have to get the rest of the normal sword enchantments, which is probably going to take me like another 3 hours, so better get to it. Now we have completely maxed out god armor, one with thorns and one without thorns, and we have 3 maxed out overpowered diamond swords. Now before we go back to the real hardcore world, there's one final thing that I have to show you. As you all know, infinity and mending cannot be on the same bow at the same time, which I'll show you over here in the anvil. The 2 enchants conflict, they will not go on at the same time. Well, now we have an infinity mending bow.
What did he say?
And if we go ahead and do this real quick, we can have 2 of them. However, what I'm going to do is unenchant the one. I'm going to go get the final enchantments on this bow, so power 5, flame, punch 2, and then I'll duplicate it over to this bow. And then we're done and we can go back to the real hardcore world. Finally, it's been 3 real life days in this world. Oh my goodness, this has been taking forever. I'm so excited to get out of here. All right, 3 more villagers and then we're done. So close. And with that, all of our god armor, bow and arrows, and swords are now 100% complete. And well, that means it is finally time for me to go ahead and get back into the real hardcore world. And to do that, I'm going to have to go ahead and get rid of all of my stuff because I don't want to bring any of this with me. And then I'm going to have to go ahead and grab all of the enchanted weapons, our enchanted god armor, and the suit that doesn't have thorns on it. And now with all of this in my inventory, all that is left for me to do is transfer my player data from this world into the real hardcore world. But first, I'm gonna have to log into the real hardcore world and make sure that I have nothing that I want to keep in my inventory, because that inventory is gonna be replaced with this one. Inventory is now completely cleared, meaning that now we can grab the player data folder from our god armor world, copy that, and paste it into the folder for our hardcore world. And now I load into the world. Oh, and would you look at that? I have 2 sets of god armor, 3 overpowered diamond swords, and 2 absolutely insane bow and arrows. Also, I found a saddle in one of the villager chests, and I don't have one in this world, and I really wanted it, so I took that with me as well. So there's 3 things that need to be done. First of all, we need to go get netherite, meaning we gotta go get a bunch of ancient debris so that we can upgrade all of this armor along with our sword, and we have to find the upgrade template from the Bastion remnants. Then we still have to find the Soul Speed book, and then finally we're going to need the Swift Sneak 3 enchantment to complete our pants. Now before we go hunting for enchantments, we're going to go to the Nether first, where we can get a bunch of ancient debris to upgrade our armor set along with the upgrade template. And of course that means we need obsidian. So it's time for me to make my first diamond pickaxe of this hardcore world. Now, thankfully, when we spawned in, there was a lava pit just down the hill from world spawn, so we can go ahead and turn this all into obsidian and mine up 14 pieces. Alright, now with the obsidian in hand, it is time to head back to the base and craft our first ever nether portal of this hardcore world. Well, unfortunately, there doesn't look to be much of a spawn here in the nether. So I guess I'm just gonna have to kind of dig and hopefully find my way out of here. Alright, well that didn't seem to take too long. So hopefully it won't take me too long to find a bastion. It's probably gonna take a little while, but you know what? Hopefully it won't be too bad. Also, while we're here, we can go ahead and chart down some important locations, maybe find another fortress, make sure that we have easy access to crimson wood and warped wood, all that stuff. Plus, we have some pretty good armor, so there shouldn't really be anything that I need to be scared of. Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and explore now and hopefully find something good. Oh hey, look at that. There's another fortress. Well, that's cool, and it's not too far away from where we were. 400 blocks maybe? Alright, not bad. Not bad. There's another one. Alright, well we got multiple options apparently. Lovely. Bop. Alright, let's test out the sword. It just instantly kills him. I didn't even have to crit him. Oh my god. That's insane. Alright, let's go back to our journey. Hopefully find a bastion. Well, I'm happy to announce that I have found a bastion. Now I just gotta get in there, loot some chests, and hopefully not die. I mean, seriously, I cannot die in an episode 2 again. It was embarrassing the first time round. Can't happen again. Oh, this is a good one too. This one is guaranteed to have the trim. Alright, that means I just gotta safely get my way all the way downstairs now. Uh-oh, that one had a crossbow, that one had a crossbow. Then I can go down to here. Uh-oh. Okay. That is a lot of piglins. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? Super stealthy. Alright. Quick. Give me all of that. Give me all of that. That should be all of it. And now I just gotta quickly get out of here. Upgrade template, some basic diamond armor, 2 netherite ingots. Alright, well that's half the work for me. Plus 2 ancient debris. Sweet! Now, I do believe there's normally a chest on the first floor, like right there, actually. Is there one on the first floor? There is. Alright, so I was right. There is one there. If I come down here, please tell me I'm not going to get swarmed. Oh, soul speed 1. Well, that's progress towards our other goal. Now, I'm sure there are some other chests around here somewhere, but I got what I needed out of this. I really don't want to push it. All right, back here at the base, I've gone ahead and put away the important stuff in that chest. Everything else has just kind of been dumped in these random chests. And I went ahead and was shearing some sheep. So now we have plenty of beds for me to go ahead and craft up. And now it's time to go back into the nether, dig down to netherite level, and just start bombing with beds. Well, I was able to grab the 10 ancient debris that I needed, plus I grabbed 1 extra. Now we can go ahead and chuck this in a furnace, let that all cook into netherite scraps. And now that that is all done, we can go ahead and grab 12 gold, craft ourselves 3 more netherite ingots. And now we need to grab our upgrade template, some diamonds, and a little bit of netherrack so we can craft some more of those. And finally, we can go ahead and craft ourselves a smithing table. Put that down right here in the middle of the room. And now it is time to go ahead and max out our god armor. Netherite helmet, netherite chestplate, netherite pants, and netherite boots.
I am invincible! Invincible!
That feels so good. And to top it off, we can go ahead and make our insanely overpowered sword even more powerful. Alright, it is time to get the 2 final enchantments that we are missing. That, of course, being Soul Speed 3 and Swift Sneak 3. I think we should go ahead and start with getting the soul speed because I have a whole bunch of gold laying around and we've spent so much time in the nether recently, I think I know just the spot to go find some piglins. I got a piglin chasing after me. We're gonna try and trap him in this hole. I really gotta be careful so he doesn't die on my armor. Dude, this is the 4th piglin I've had to deal with. I'm so happy that worked. Okay. And now I just chuck a bunch of gold on the floor. Like right there. And let him go. Alright, now I just gotta do this with all of the gold or until I get the soul speed. This is gonna be a little while, so I'll bring you guys back when I either run out of gold or get soul speed 3. Well, this is our last chance. Please give me a book. Unfortunately not. Okay. So we got 2 Soul Speed 1 books, which isn't awful, but the issue is we have 1 Soul Speed 1 book at home from that bastion we raided, meaning that 1 more Soul Speed book of any level means I can get Soul Speed 3. And yeah, that's just kind of annoying because we're so close and we're 1 away. All right, well, I'm gonna head back to base, empty out my inventory, and then I'm gonna go mine some nether gold ore, I suppose, and hopefully it won't take all that long. Well, I have finally gotten Soul Speed 3. That took way too long to get that final book, but you know what? Finally got it, combined all the books together, and now we can go ahead and take off our boots, throw them in the anvil with Soul Speed 3, and for 27 levels, we now have the most powerful boots in all of Minecraft. Now we need 1 more enchantment, and that, of course, being Swift Sneak 3 to go on our pants. So let's go start searching for an ancient city and hope we get lucky. Well, would you look at that? 2nd chest, and I was able to get Swift Sneak 2 times, so essentially Swift Sneak 3. However, this ancient city is pretty large, and you know, maybe coming out of here with an armor trimmer 2 would be pretty nice, so maybe I just stick around for a little. Or maybe we just leave. That works too. I'm okay with leaving. Leaving sounds good. Okay, look, I may have stayed a little bit longer than I said I was going to. Because, you know, I also have a Swift Sneak 3 book now. I have multiple Swift Sneak 3 books, actually. Swift Sneak 2, I have 3 of them. 1 Swift Sneak 1, and then these 2 books. So, I did stay a little bit longer than I said I was going to originally, but you know what? Doesn't really matter. We got the book. Now, here's the real question. How much is this going to cost? Because I only got 2.5 levels. 19. That's actually not bad. I'm not going to lie. I was expecting a lot worse. I was expecting so much worse, actually. Like, the boots were 27. 19, I can do 19. I can definitely do 19. Okay, so I'm going to make a brand new pickaxe, and then we can go back to the nether, mine some quartz, maybe kill some blazes, pretty much just hang around that nether fortress area and mine anything and everything I see along the way to hopefully get 19 levels. 21 levels acquired. We only need 19. So let's go ahead, toss these pants right back in the anvil. And would you look at that? Now we have completely maxed out god armor and weapons. We are absolutely stacked, incredibly overpowered. Oh yeah, I feel like I could take on anything right now. Unfortunately, there was no building or storytelling in this episode, but the next will have plenty of both. So you better subscribe as not to miss it. Hopefully, I will see all of you in the next episode. Goodbye.